Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl P. And I want to talk about games that you can play while on cam just to spice up your room a bit. You know, we got to be broadcasting for all these hours. It gets tiring, girl. Trust me, I know. It be tiring. So I be just trying to think of different little things that I've seen other girls do, different things that I've tried, and just to kind of keep my room flowing. So ultimately, I've talked about a tip menu. I don't feel like I explained it clear enough, so I'm gonna make another video. But what are you doing to survive them camming slow shifts? How can you bring some more, like, spruce up your room a bit? So the first game, hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. So the first thing that I tell people to do is try a Mad Libs game. Do y'all remember that old school game? So let me tell y'all how you would set it up. You get you a poster board because you want it big. It can't be something small. So make sure that the letters are dark enough, like if you're writing black or purple or something, that, or red, where you can like go over it. Don't just write it one time because they're not going to be able to see it, but make it thick enough for them to read it. But essentially, write a story out, leave some nouns, some adjectives, whatever, and just put, if it's a noun, if it's an adjective, underneath it. Let the guys tip you to put a word there. Now, Mad Libs is something that I'm not going to make my token goal from, but it is something to keep the room flowing and to get more people tipping more frequently, even if it's not a lot, and just to make your room seem a little bit more fun. Mad Libs tokens, you can charge what you want. 5 tokens, 25 tokens, 50 tokens. I would keep it somewhere really small, just so you, like I said, you get more people participating, and it's fun. So you can go ahead and get your filled up, and then you can read the story at the end, and just a fun little game. Okay, the next thing I've seen people do, I don't do it because most of the campsites that I've cam on already have an integrated wheel, but some people have a wheel that you can actually spin. It makes it a lot funner, I'm not gonna lie, versus just tipping tokens and seeing it on there. You can spin it, it's more interactive. So if you get a wheel, you can put some prizes on there, or different things. They can tip you to spin the wheel, they get the prize on there. Just keeps your room flowing. Now that doesn't have to be something that's cheap. Or you can have wheels for different things, like your sissy wheel or your findom wheel or your just general wheel, whatever. Okay. Then the next thing I would say is truth or dare. Now, this is something I didn't think about until this guy just got a video chat with me and he wanted to play it. And I'm just like, I can incorporate that on my cam shows. So I feel like unless they're sharing their cam, that the truth or dare is mostly for me. Now, some girls like to do truth or dare and give them the truth or the dare. I like it where they give me the truth or the dare because I feel like it just brings more, not camaraderie, but more action, keeps my room flowing if I'm the one doing it, versus if I ask them a truth or dare when other guys are just listening. They don't care what the other people's do, but I feel like they do want to see me. So, I do charge a lot more for my dares, just because what if they dare me to bend over naked with my ass in the air? Like, I don't want to just have that for cheap. But my truths are very cheap because, one, I'm an open book, and I feel like that the truths keep my room flowing, the dares get me to my money goal. That's just the way I look at it. All right. You can also play Hangman, which I haven't done, but if you know how to play that, you can incorporate that. If you can think of any other little game that maybe you used to play in school or whatever, and just tweak it a little bit so it can be a little more spicy. Balloons. Balloons. You can do balloons different ways. What I like to do is put a prize in the balloon, blow it up, and thumbtack it on my wall. And usually it's different colors and stuff. And so I'll ask them, well, which one do you want me to do? Or if it's the same color, I'm like, okay, which one? I'll let them pick which one they want me to pop, because I just think it's fun that way. And so I'm not strategically popping something. They can't think that it's all random. So they tip for the balloon. Now, the balloon, think you can make it cheap or expensive, but base your prices on such. So don't mix it up. Maybe one day it's an expensive one. Maybe one day it's a cheaper one and you have a little cheaper prices in it. But you can put whatever you want for the most part, as long as it's following the terms of the service of the site, and pop the balloons. Or guys, sometimes forget the prizes and all that. They're like just to blow up a balloon and you sit on it and pop it. So you can incorporate that somehow, or think of your own way. Tip for a shot. So some guys want to just see you get fucked up. And so you could put, of course, 21 and up. But you can make little shot glasses and they can tip for a shot. I used to be on this app called Bigo, and it would be shields for shots. So if they bought you a shield, you would take a shot. But yeah, make that one a little more expensive so they don't just try to fuck you up. But that might be something on there for you if you want to incorporate that. And if the site allows it, so please be mindful of the terms of service. Each site is different. Heads or tails. So you can get a quarter or a penny or whatever, and they can tip you, and you can do something like whatever they choose. So they choose heads, you get tails. If it lands on heads, they get to tell you to take off an article of clothing. If it's on tails, you can either not do nothing or put on an article of clothing, and you can do something like that. Be creative. What's gonna do I want to stay on the category of games, not just how you can make your room going, but just for other advice, workout. They like to see you work out. They will tip to do some jumping jacks and hula hoops or whatever. Make your room entertaining, keep the vibe going, make sure the flow's going, and you can do that with some of these games. So comment below your favorite game that I just named, or something that you might want to try, because I like to see what y'all think. So yeah, peace.